Their hats made that say,
you guys have come up from the minor leagues to the majors together. The whole feeling of this, the accomplishment.
Well, it feels great. You know, just 2 seasons ago, we were in the minor leagues, and we had won a championship there, the Governor's Cup. And I remember back then, we all used to say, hey, we can do this on a major league level. We didn't know when, but we felt like we could. And I know out there on the field, we were all remembering that moment when we said that, and it's like a dream come true for us.
Ron, how about you? Give me the sense of what it was like today inside the dugout. Were you reflective those last couple of innings about how far you've come in your young life over the past couple of years?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, my career so far has been a little rocky, but, you know, we did this on pride. I mean, I've one of the guys that have been around here for a few years, and it hadn't been a pretty sight, but to finally see this thing come together and the young pitchers do the job that they're done, and the guys that we got over from the other teams, I mean, I tell you what, it just felt destined to me. I mean, the way we played all year long, I just felt like we were going to go down to the wire with this thing, and we did, and we won it.
Say anything to the fans right now. You've got your little forum.
Oh, for sure. Thanks for all the support. We would have never done it without you, and we're just happy to be able to share it with you.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, they've been here at the ballpark all year long, even though we were picked to be last. And, you know, they stayed with us. And as the year progressed, more fans came out. And I tell you what, they kept us in a lot of ball games. We came back to win a bunch of ball games because of them. And, you know, we all like to say thanks, and hopefully they'll stay in the stands for the playoffs.
David Justice, Ron Gant, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. A special edition of Eyewitness News is next.
From last place to first in 1 year, it's Atlanta's biggest sports weekend in years. And after an incredible season, the Braves are the best in the West.
And Channel 5's Jeff Hollinger joins us now live from the locker room where the Braves are celebrating, right, Jeff?
Guys, it's kind of low-key in here. I'm with Keith Mitchell, Brian Hunter, Tom Glavitt, and Mark Lemke. You guys are a little cerebral about all of this, right, Tom?
We're saving it all for later. We're trying to be dignified about this whole thing right now.
Tell me what it was like inside the dugout. You guys, with the final couple of innings going, and it was clear that you were going to get it done today on the field, and also San Francisco was ahead of the Dodgers.
Well, you know, it felt great. You know, you can say that's about the first time we were really scoreboard watching.
Come back here, Steve.
You know, we just, you know, felt great. One of the guys pulled it out, and, you know, we was behind him 100%.
Shut up, babe.
Come back, Steve. Steve, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to tell these guys? What do you want everybody to know on TV Live right now?
I want to know that we're watching the show right now in the other room, and I told Clance and Charlie I had to get out here before you turned it off, so I just wanted to get some TV time.
Don't you think these guys are a little bit low-key?
They're a little bit too low-key, so...
New shirt. How about a new shirt?
That was a brand new shirt. Mark, I think the hallmark of this team all season long has been that everybody who's been called on to come to the plate has come through. Your season has been so clutch in particular.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys playing different roles on the club this year, and everybody filled in and did well. I don't think we had 1 or 2 main guys we were looking for. Guys were chipping in each and every night, and that's how you put together a winning ball club.
It's amazing what you did in terms of going on the road against Houston, against Cincinnati, and then against Houston here. To know that you had to win those many games in a row at the time would have seemed like something that might not have been capable.
Well, you know, I can recall going on this last road trip, everybody saying we needed to take at least 7 out of the last 9 to have a chance at this thing, and how hard that was going to be to do. But it's just one more obstacle and one more thing that this team overcame. We've been doing it all year long, and there's a lot of heart and a lot of character in this team, and we knew we weren't going to give up, and we were capable of doing it. We just went out and did it.
Keith, your second cousin is Kevin Mitchell in San Francisco. You have to have something special to say for those San Francisco Giants tonight, the way they handled the Dodgers.
All I can say is thank you, Kevin, for going out there telling the boys to go out there and play real hard and come out with a victory. Help us win this pennant here.
Do you think any of this was possible in spring training, Tom? I mean, there are a lot of people around here that were awfully cynical, awfully sarcastic about the chances of this club in 1991.
Well, coming out of spring training, anything's possible, but probably our realistic goal was to come out and play around 500 ball and try and stay competitive throughout the year and just put a good team on the field. But it seemed like each month that went by, we got a little bit better and gained a little bit more confidence. And, you know, the way we came out from the All-Star break and played and got ourselves back in this thing, I think from that point on, we really started believing in ourselves. And when you start believing in yourselves as a team and you have a lot of confidence, a lot of things are capable. And we just went out on the field every night expecting to win, and that snowballed.
Sid Bream is right behind you. Sid, come on in here, Sid. This is getting to be a habit with you, Sid. Last year in Pittsburgh and now here in Atlanta, winner seems to be your middle name these days.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, this team right here has showed so much courage this year. I mean, I've been so proud of them. I myself have to give a lot of credit to Brian Hunter. He stepped in when I was down and did a fantastic job for us, and it's just a great feeling to be in this position.
I know when you came down here and were introduced to everybody in Atlanta about coming to the Braves, there were a lot of questions that day, and I remember I was asking one of them, what kind of feeling must it be to go from a division champion, a potential world champion, to a club that's in such a formative kind of state?
Well, I think that, you know, it wasn't the easiest. There's no doubt about it. But I also had John Sherholtz word that he was going to build a winner over here. You know, Lord knows we didn't know it was going to be this quickly. But, you know, John, I don't think thought it was going to be this quick. But he put the right people together. Things went well, and here we are.
Well, if somebody last year at this time would have said that you would be in Pittsburgh for the National League Championship Series, you might not have been too surprised.
Well,
only a different uniform makes it somewhat more unique.
It's, I tell you what, this is going to be so great for me to be able to go back up there and challenge my old team to a playoff, and hopefully we'll be the victors this time, and I'd just like to thank the Lord for letting me be here.
Sid Bream, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Hey, I think Mark Grant joins us now. Mark, I think if Harry Carey were inside this locker room, how would he describe the fray?
Holy cow, the Braves win the Western Division. How about that? Holy cow. That's what he would say.
What about Robin Leach? If Robin Leach were in the middle of all of this, what would he say?
Champagne wishes and caviar dreams to the Atlanta Braves. That's what he'd say.
Very nicely done. Mark Grant, thanks a lot. Let's bring in some other faces in here to give them an opportunity.